This is an in-service training program presented by Nutrition Care Systems. Today's topic, proper procedures for operating and cleaning equipment. Today's learning objectives: understand basic cleaning and sanitizing instructions for food service equipment, and understand use and care of various pieces of food service equipment. Let's review the difference between cleaning and sanitizing. Cleaning is the removal of visible soil and food particles from a surface. Sanitizing definition is to reduce the number of microorganisms such as bacteria or viruses. Cleaning equipment should be cleaned and sanitized anytime contamination may have occurred and when there is a change from work with raw foods to working with ready-to-eat foods. Clean and sanitize surfaces and equipment that contacts potentially hazardous foods every 4 hours. When should equipment be cleaned? Anytime contamination may have occurred. Clean it also before restocking consumer self-service equipment and utensils such as condiment dispensers. Clean enclosed components of equipment such as ice bins, ice makers, beverage nozzles, and syrup dispenser tubes, cooking oil storage tanks and distribution lines, coffee bean grinders, and water vending equipment as specified by the manufacturer or as necessary to avoid preventing accumulation of dirt or debris. Food mixer is used to blend and combine foods. They use attachments such as beaters, whips, slicers, graters, shredders, choppers, and knives to make changes to the specific use of the machine. Proper cleaning of a food mixer: clean the bowl support first, the beater shaft, shell, and base with hot detergent solution. Rinse and dry. Scrape and brush out grooves on the beater shafts as necessary, and then clean all parts. For weekly care, make sure you clean thoroughly following the instructions for daily cleaning. Periodic care: lubricate machine according to manufacturer's instructions. A food slicer is used in the kitchen to slice meats, cheese, and deli meats for preparation such as sandwiches or regular entrees. Tips for using a food slicer: ensure safety guards are properly in place, put the plug into the outlet, place food in carriage and hold firmly in place using the food holder, adjust the blade control indicator for desired thickness of slice, switch the motor of the food slicer on, move the carriage back and forth slowly across the blade using the handle to slice the food. Switch the motor off immediately when slicer is not in use, and never use the slicer when the blade guard is off. To clean a food slicer, remove the parts according to the manufacturer's instructions. Clean the blade by wiping the entire blade with a heavy cloth folded and dampened with hot detergent solution. Wipe from the center toward the edge of the blade. Rinse and dry with a heavy cloth. For safety purposes, it's important to use a mesh cutting glove when you're cleaning. Clean the slicer parts including guard and gauge plate using hot detergent solution, and replace the guard immediately to prevent injury. Wash all surfaces of the frame and base with hot detergent solution. Clean under the blade with a damp cloth, and then sanitize with appropriate sanitizing solution. A steam-jacketed kettle is used to quickly heat, boil, or cook large quantities of food such as meats, beans, soups, stews, vegetables, fruits, pasta, sauces, and gravies. They come in various sizes for installation on the floor, countertop, or wall. Steam-jacketed kettles are often used in restaurants and industrial kitchens where very large amounts of food are prepared daily. To clean the steam-jacketed kettle, pre-rinse the interior, scrubbing with a long-handled brush and draining liquid by opening the valve at the bottom of the kettle. Remove the strainer and fill the kettle with hot detergent solution to the food line and scrub with a hard brush. Open the bottom valve and turn brush and valve until all the liquid drains out. Rinse the kettle by filling 1/3 full of warm water, rinsing well, draining, and drying. Clean the floor recess and mop dry to prevent slips and falls. Garbage disposals are used to grind most food waste. Running water is used to flush the ground waste through the unit and into the main sewer line. Blenders. Make sure the blender is plugged in. Put ingredients in blender container. Close the lid and hold cover tightly. Turn on speed control. Blend until consistency is desired and then open the cover and pour out the contents. Cleaning the blender. After use, make sure to rinse out blender bowl and lid and clean and sanitize in 3-compartment sink or dish machine. Let the bowl and lid air dry. Do not store wet. For other equipment that you may have in the kitchen, follow the manufacturer's instructions for operating and cleaning. Let's take a short quiz on proper procedures for operating and cleaning equipment. Question number 1. Sanitizing blank the number of organisms. Increases, reduces, does nothing, or none of the above. And the answer to question number 1, sanitizing B, reduces the number of microorganisms. Question number 2, when should equipment be cleaned? A, anytime contamination may have occurred. B, clean before restocking consumer self-service equipment and utensils such as condiment dispensers. C, clean and close components of equipment such as ice bins, ice makers, and beverage nozzles. Or D, all of the above. And the answer to question number 2, when should equipment be cleaned? And the answer is D, all of the above. Question number 3, tips for using a food slicer include A, switch the motor of food slicer on. B, never clean the slicer when it is turned on. C, keep the plug out of the outlet when cleaning and when machine is not in use. Or D, all of the above. And the answer to question number 3 is D, all of the above. Question number 4 is true or false. A steam-jacketed kettle is used to quickly heat, boil, or cook large quantities of foods such as meats, beans, soups, stews, vegetables, fruits, pasta, sauces, and gravies. And the answer to question number 4 is true. Question number 5. Tilting skillets are large frying pans with deep sides and an attached lid. They are used to grill, fry, simmer, and braise large quantities of food. And the answer to question number 5 is true. Thank you for your participation in today's program. Our goal is for you to use this information in your daily work. We hope you are well served today and every day. If you would like more information about our in-service training programs or consulting dietitian services, please contact us at 1-800-761-9200 or nutritioncaresystems.com.